everybody, my name is Carmel. I'm from Wandering Lighthouse Arts and we have made a fairy trail for the National Museum of Country Life. So I am going to show you how to make a fairy door. So first of all, we're going to look at 3 designs of how to make doors. I'm going to start with the easiest one first. Then we're going to look at how to decorate the doors, and then you're going to have a look at a video of the trail that we made to give you some ideas of how to use your doors once you've made them. So the first thing I think we need to do is have a look at the materials. So let's have a look through the materials. The main thing that you're going to need are lollipop sticks. You're also going to need some glue. Wood glue is the best. You can also use PVA or school glue, but wood glue lasts the longest. Scissors, a pencil. I have used some buttons. For doorknobs, you might think of something different to use. We need a pliers to cut the lollipop sticks, and children will need supervision or help from an adult to use the pliers. Paint, so that could be poster paint, it could be acrylic, which I've used and it lasts a little bit longer. You might have some wood stain you could use, or you maybe have some outdoor paints, and again children will need some supervision to use outdoor paints. So those are the materials that you have to have. Then something else you might use would be some coffee stirrers. So you get those in any petrol station that sells takeaway tea and coffee. Of course, if your fairies like shiny things, you might need some jewels, coloured sticks. They could be interesting. And something that can be very handy would be pre-coloured lollipop sticks. So then you wouldn't need any paint if you've got pre-coloured sticks. And also I have some little cut-out flowers. And there are so many things you could use to decorate your doors. That's just a few of them. So let's have just a look at how you would cut a lollipop stick with the pliers. Just to run through it, it's the only skill that's a little bit special for this. So let's just have a look at that. Cutting the lollipop stick with the pliers. So I'm going to make a mark with the pencil here. Then I'm going to get my pliers. I'm going to position the pliers, the cutting part of the pliers, onto the pencil line. I'm going to squeeze it, but I don't have to squeeze it so hard that it breaks off totally. Then I'm going to put the lollipop stick into the top grip of the pliers, and I'm going to bend it back and forward until it breaks off. And there we go. That is how we would use the pliers. Now that we've looked at how to use the pliers, let's have a look at the 3 designs I've put together. So let's start with the easiest design. So you get 6 lollipop sticks, you lay them out in a row, line them up together nice and close. Then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to cut the round end off one of the lollipop sticks. I'm going to put that down on top of my 6 laid out lollipop sticks, and I'm going to draw a line at the end of where those sticks end, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to make a second one of those. So now I've got 2 sticks exactly the same size. I'm going to put some glue on both of them. And I'm going to stick them down onto my lollipop sticks that are already laid out. And there we go. That's one fairy door ready to be painted. Let's have a look at another way you could use this design using coffee stirrers, which can be cut with a scissor, so there's no pliers needed for this job. I've also pre-painted everything that I'm going to use here, so that also can make things a little bit quicker. So I'm going to lay down my coffee stirrer onto my 6 sticks, which I've already laid out. I'm going to draw a line on either end, and you see I'm putting it kind of slanted. So I'm going to cut that, and I can cut it with the scissors. And then I'm going to make 2 more. So now I have 3 pieces. You need 3 coffee stirrer sticks to make the door strong enough. 2 isn't really strong enough. And then I'm going to just put some glue on each of those sticks. And I'm going to stick them down in a little pattern on the door. And there we go. That's another idea ready to be painted. Now let's have a look at another design. It's not really much harder, it just takes a tiny little bit more work. For this one I've used pre-coloured lollipop sticks that I bought, which makes things quicker and easier. So what you do is you lay out your 6 sticks in a row. Try and get it nice and straight. So I usually use a lollipop stick to just line up the ends of them. I'm going to cut the end off one of the sticks. I'm going to place it across the row of 6 sticks and make a mark. And I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to make 4 of these. So I'm going to have 4 of these all together. So I'm going to cut 4 pieces. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them right across the bottom and the top. I'm going to glue 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top. And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to glue a stick across the bottom and a stick across the top. And that'll make it nice and strong. Design. Now let's have a look at the third design, which is a little bit more complicated because it involves having an arch shape at the top of your doorway. So again, you lay out your sticks in a row. So you've got your 6 sticks laid out. You're going to just lay them out a little bit differently. So I'm going to push the middle ones up just a little bit, not too far. And that's going to give me a little bit of an arch shape. And then I'm going to cut the end off a stick. I'm going to lay it down across my 6 sticks and I am going to make a mark, and I'm going to cut 2 of these. So now I've got 2 sticks cut. I'm going to put some wood glue on one of them. I'm going to lay it down right across the bottom of the sticks, and I'm going to make sure that they're all being caught by a piece of stick. So there's no end sticking out. So I'm going to just keep that other stick to the side for a minute. Now this is the little bit complicated part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a fairly narrow V shape on my lollipop stick, and then I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to lay it down on the top of my arch and see if it fits, and then I'm going to make a mark on the edge of the two pieces. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to make another two of these pieces to put on the back. Again, it's just to make it nice and strong. I'm going to glue them on, so I'm going to glue the two pieces on the front first, then I'm going to turn it round the back, and I'm going to glue on a piece at the bottom and my two arch pieces on the top. So now I've made 4 fairy doors and they're all ready to be painted. So let's go and have a look at how you might decorate and paint the fairy door. When your door is dry, it's ready to be painted. I have 2 doors here that are already pre-coloured and pre-painted. So all I did with them was I painted some nice hinges on them. I like to paint hinges on my fairy doors. I took another door and I just painted it a plain red colour. Then I took the door with the arch and I spent a little more time painting that. So first of all, I painted a light blue colour all over the whole door. I let that dry, and then I took a dark blue and I ran the paintbrush down through the crevices in the Lollipop Sticks. I let that dry a little bit, and then I took a light blue and painted across the top again to blend in the dark blue, and of course I put on some hinges. So I've got my doors painted now, and all that's left to do is the fun part, sticking on the doorknobs and adding on any embellishments that I might have. So I'm going to do that now. So there is 4 ideas for fairy doors. All that's left for me now is to take those doors and put them out in my garden. I hope you enjoy making your fairy doors, and thanks very much to Turlough House, the National Museum of Country Life. So all that's left for me to say now is goodbye, and I'm going to leave you with a video of the Wandering Lighthouse Fairy Trail in Turlough House, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye! Hi, my name is Carmel Balfe, this is Tom Meskell, and we are Wandering Lighthouse Arts. We've made a fairy trail for the National Museum of Country Life. There are 8 exhibits and we're going to take you on a tour. So let's get going.
thank you for joining us on our tour of the Museum of Country Life Fairy Trail. It was so nice for us as well to see the fairies again and see the spots and see how well everybody has done over the winter. And a huge thank you to the people of Turlough for taking such good care of the fairies. They've done really well, so we're very impressed. And there's a new fairy spot that's going to be opening later this month, so we're really looking forward to seeing that, and come and see it. It's always changing here. Okay, bye for now.